Welcome to Serenity and Fire, the podcast where wellness meets grit. I'm your host, Krista Guidenti, founder of Panacea Luxury Spa Boutique. Join me as we dive into the intriguing world of biohacking, clean living, cutting-edge spa trends, and the hustle, grind, and grit of entrepreneurship. From my personal battles with weight management, infertility, and a 30-year journey to create and launch my dream business, to building a sanctuary for those who have been touched by cancer, I'm here to share real talk, inspire big dreams, and spark a passion for holistic living inside each and every one of you. So let's dive in. Welcome back to Serenity and Fire. In our last episode, we explored the basics of magnesium, what it does, why most of us are deficient, and how it affects everything from sleep to stress, constipation, and nerve twitches, like that pesky frog twitch that I frequently used to get under my eye. Today, we're busting myths, unpacking truths, and getting into the different forms of magnesium because not all magnesium is created equal. Let's start with a few myths I've heard about when it comes to magnesium. Myth number 1, if my blood test looks fine, my magnesium must be fine. Unfortunately, that is likely not the case for most people because less than 1% of your magnesium is actually circulating in your blood. The rest is tucked away in your bones, muscles, and tissues, which means that you could feel all of the symptoms of low magnesium, like cramps, migraines, constipation, or poor sleep, while your labs still come back normal. Myth number 2, all magnesium supplements are the same. This also is not true because magnesium comes in many forms and each one behaves differently in the body. Some are absorbed beautifully, while others not so much. Some target digestion, others calm the nervous system. Later, we're going to dive into what the different types do and when you should be using them. This brings us to myth number 3. If topical magnesium tingles when I put it on my skin, then it must be bad for me. This is also not true. That is also untrue. That tingling that you feel is just your body's way of telling you that it's uptaking the mineral into the body. It usually fades as your skin adjusts and as your body gets used to the product. It's not dangerous and it's a very normal sensation for some to have. Now let's get into some of the most common forms of magnesium, the ones you've probably seen on most supplement shelves. The first one is magnesium citrate. This one is very well absorbed and it's often used for both magnesium repletion and to ease constipation. It gently stimulates the bowels, so it's helpful if sluggish digestion is part of your picture. The next one is magnesium glycinate. This is the calming one. Bound to the amino acid glycine, it's easy on the stomach and loved for its effects on stress, anxiety, and sleep. And then we get to magnesium oxide. This is the cheap one. You'll see a lot in standard multivitamins. But here's the truth. It has really poor absorption, like as low as 4% in the body. It's used more for indigestion and heartburn relief than for boosting magnesium levels. And next is magnesium chloride. Very versatile. It's well absorbed orally, and it's the one most often used in sprays, oils, and bath salts. Topically, it's great for soothing sore muscles and relaxation, but it won't dramatically raise your blood magnesium levels. Because again, remember, standard blood tests measure blood serum levels, but 99% of magnesium in our bodies is actually inside our tissues, with about 60% of that being inside the bone and about 39% inside of our muscles and soft tissues. So that leaves less than 1% in our bloodstream. So while these topical forms of magnesium are likely increasing your magnesium levels in the body, a blood test is not going to effectively reflect that. And vice versa, your blood work can look normal while your cells and tissues are actually deficient. There are better indicators for magnesium levels, but physicians rarely ever order those in routine labs. And these would be things like RBC magnesium tests, which looks at magnesium inside of our red blood cells to give us a closer look at magnesium tissue levels. And another one would be magnesium loading tests, which measures how much magnesium your body holds onto after supplementation. This is why so many people are walking around magnesium deficient without ever knowing it. Standard labs simply don't show the full picture. Then we get into the specialized forms of magnesium. So beyond the most common forms of magnesium that I just mentioned, there are some specialty forms of oral magnesium supplements that target more specific needs. Specifically, I'm talking about things like magnesium lactate. This one is a gentle, well-absorbed form of magnesium that's often used in fortified foods or to treat magnesium deficiencies. We also have magnesium L-threonate. This one's exciting because it can cross the blood-brain barrier, so it's being studied for cognitive health, memory, and even mood disorders. So be on the lookout for that one. And then we have magnesium taurate. This one is bound with taurine, which is an amino acid that helps regulate blood pressure and blood sugar. This combination is thought to support heart health, sleep, and inflammation reduction. And then next, there's magnesium malate. This one is bound with malic acid, which plays a role in energy production. This form is often used for muscle fatigue and conditions like fibromyalgia. And next we have magnesium orotate. This is the athlete's form of magnesium because it's linked to energy production, endurance, and heart function, but it's pricey and is not as widely available. And then lastly, there's magnesium sulfate. This one's a combination of magnesium, sulfur, and oxygen, and it's often used as an intravenous form to rapidly replete low magnesium levels. But the most common form of this is in magnesium salts, or things like Epsom salts, which can be used in your bath to decrease muscle soreness. It may also be given orally in low doses to treat constipation. So here's the takeaway. If you're choosing a magnesium, don't just grab the cheapest bottle at the store. Think about what you're really trying to support. Is it sleep, digestion, constipation, energy, brain health? And pick the form that matches your goal. When we look at the big picture of all of this, magnesium is not a one-size-fits-all. If you want calm, go glycinate. If you want to stay regular, citrate is your friend. For muscle relaxation rituals, chloride in a soak or a spray can feel amazing. And if you're looking for brain or heart support, threonate, taurate, malate, or orotate might be worth exploring. The key is intentionality. Don't just take magnesium because it's trendy. Take the form that supports your body, your goals, and your lifestyle. Next week, we're moving from pills and powders into the spa world of magnesium. We'll explore sprays, butters, baths, and even Panacea's new liposomal magnesium massage add-on. I'm so excited about this, and I'll show you how to turn magnesium into a luxurious wellness ritual. If you found today's episode helpful, share it with a friend. And be sure to tune in next week to hear more about this powerful mineral and all the exciting and fun ways you can use it practically in your own at-home wellness rituals. Before we wrap up today, please remember that everything shared on Serenity and Fire is meant for general information and inspiration purposes only. The topics we discuss are not intended to diagnose, treat, or replace personalized medical care, so please always consult with your healthcare provider before trying anything we talk about. Your health is unique, and your care should be too. Okay, that's it for today's episode. Remember, if you want to start biohacking your way to better health, start at Panacea Luxury Spa Boutique. You'll save 10% on a hyperbaric oxygen therapy or whole body LED light therapy session when you book your first treatment using the code Serenity10. And don't forget to share this episode with your loved ones. Please also leave us a review and hit subscribe to the Serenity and Fire show wherever you get your podcasts. This helps us reach more people like you so we can spread the word of health and wellness to the masses. Until next time, keep balancing serenity with fire. I'm Krista Guidjenny, and I'll talk with you more in our next episode.